Test, test. 1, 2. What is going on? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Round 2 this evening. Round 2. And I would be lying if I didn't say I was a little extra fired up. I thought I was fired up for the Embraer stream, which I was. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Had fun flying it. Man, I loaded into this ATR and I remembered I do like props. I think props is where my heart is at. I love flying the E-jets around. We'll fly more of them this week. But back in the popular ATR-72, this time the Freighter variant. So we are rocking Mountain Air Cargo, call sign Mountain. We're sitting on the rainy ramp here. It just stopped raining. It was raining earlier in Fort Misery, Florida. I wound the sim time forward to 7... Is it 7 or 8 p.m. now? Let's see. It's local time. 1800 is 6 p.m. Okay, yeah, 1800. So no, it's yeah, whatever it is. It's, you know what it is. It's 7:59, almost 8 p.m. because I want the sun to set on this flight, go into the evening. So this is what we got. I wonder if if the live weather is getting messed up because I feel like the sim time isn't progressing. That's kind of weird. Anyway, it is now. Fast forwarded sim time. We're going to fly into the night. We got 2 short hops, though. We're going to go to Key West and then bring some freight back from Key West back into Fort Myers. Now, I haven't flown in or out of Key West at all. Haven't even tested it. Did download the scenery for Key West, so it should be pretty spicy going down there. There is some weather in the area, some overcast clouds, and there's rain and all that good stuff. So I can't wait. I hope you guys are excited because I'm ready to go. Gorilla Chinchilla, what's up, man? Good to see you over there on the flight deck cam. Got you rocking and rolling. You see, we got the FedEx purple on the flight deck cam this morning too, or this evening anyway. You got any of them Wing McDoos on that bird? I might have a few McDoos on this bird, JJ, but they're only going to those that help a brother out for getting on FSS jet testing team. So I don't have any for you, according to the manifest. But let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get the airplane fired up. I haven't flown it since last time we flew it, but I should be able to find my way around. So let's just do a quick little... what do we say we do a quick little gander around the airplane here? Oh, look at the world on time. I like this livery. We got some wear and tear. I mean, it scratches that freighter turboprop itch. I just really need the sound pack. Looks like we got a King Air down there and a PC-12 sitting next to us. Fantastic. I love. I don't know. This is my favorite part of the livery. right here. Danger prop arc. I don't know. I don't know why I like that red stripe along the fuselage. I think it just makes this FedEx livery. See, we got the tail stand over there as we load up the cargo. Don't know. This is just a livery thing. Can't get those fixed. So I think that would have to be changed elsewhere in some other files. But she's ready to go. Rocking and rolling. Bet you $1 I got it for you. Yeah, okay. I haven't flown it since last time we flew it. What an incredible observation. Well, you know, sometimes y'all think I fly stuff on the down low when I'm not streaming, but... truth is, I really don't do it all that much anymore. I used to when I had my sim in my house again, but now that I don't have my sim in the house anymore, it's kind of hard to do that. So immersion ruined. Immersion ruined. Let's hop in and fire it up. All right. So, chat. I never bound views because it's a freighter. Give me 5 seconds, maybe more than that. Let's go ahead and bind some views. Chat. That's going to go there. We got to do the overhead view. What a rookie move that was. Not binding overhead views, any of the views. All right, so we go there. And then we got, this view is kind of spicy. You got to kind of bind all 3 keys like that. All right, so I'll bind that one there. And then over here, we'll bind the pedestal. Now, here we go. You guys want to know the hack view to binding a window view. So what I do is I go all the way to the bottom right of the cockpit, and then I go like this. We go to cockpit camera, pilot, co-pilot. Boom, shot me outside. Now I save this view. Now I can come out here and I can rebind this view. Now there's no window, so this will be quick. We'll just do we'll do full vibe mode. We'll do this one here. We'll save that one. Beautiful. We'll rock it down here. We'll do right on the prop danger line. Should we do right on the prop danger line? Oh, yeah. Right about there. That looks good. And then we'll go all the way back and we'll do a trailing edge. Then we'll climb over and we'll do the left side. All right. Boom. Saved. All right. Up and over the fuselage. So we'll come over here. crossover. My camera's stuck, so I'm going to resave it to my new side. Go back, reset, continue on. This is why, you know, people always ask me, what are your wing views? How can I have your wing views? I never download or do anything with wing views. I just bind my keyboard so I can set them all instantaneously wherever I want them. So we'll do a danger line right here. Danger mines. Hit the like button if you know what channel that is. And one last view right here. Oh, yeah. Done. Saved. Beautiful. Oscar, what's going on, buddy? Uh-oh.
Ain't this the plane with the kickstand in the back? Lol, lol.
This is. We got the kickstand in the back, JJ. Thank you for the bank angle check, my friend. Appreciate you. Kickstand is set. Now we're ready to power up, and let's get out of here. Get those likes up, Zach. Here's the thing. I'm going to challenge y'all. The last ATR stream we did was the most liked stream on the ATR ever, and one of the most liked streams in recent history. So if you like ATR content, we're going to smash the like button all stream long. All right. Looks like the rain is starting. Good thing we just finished the pre-flight. Ground power is coming up. Let's go ahead and connect. External power connected. Beautiful. All right. Let's go ahead and get the internal lighting going. No floodlights. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Here we go. Overhead flow. Fault test. Fire test. That looks good. Coming down the left-hand side. Fuel tank pump. Fuel tank pump. Crossfeed, kills both, crossfeed close. Wonderful. No dome light. None of this is good. Wipers are off. We will go nav light on, a logo light on. We don't have any passengers, so we'll just turn those on. We'll arm the emergency exit signs right there. Everything can stay off on this panel. We'll go ahead and turn the main power supply on. And I tell you what, we are, should we go into hotel mode right out of the gate? Should we get it juiced up? Let's go right into hotel. No, you know what? We'll use hotel mode on the ground in Key West. So let's come to the procedure menu. Let's clear all these nuisance warnings out. Those are good. Come down normal. We'll start you there. Beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. FMS1 active. Initialization. Pause init, please. We'll take the GPS. Sensors init. Return. Nav data. Return. Flight plan init. Route. And we're going to load it up right here in just a moment. So let's go over to flight plan. What happened to the E-Jet? Nothing, JT. We had a wonderful flight this morning. We flew 2 legs in it, and now we're off to the ATR-72, which I'm getting excited for this airplane. If we could, JJ, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is get the FT Sim sound pack working on the ATR with Sim Update 3. That is your mission. If we can get the FT Sim back on this bird, we're going to become ATR professionals because for some reason I love it. I don't know why. I've hated this airplane for so long, but then I love it every time I do get in it. So we're going to set the flight plan. No departure. We're going off runway 24 to Goody. So Fort Myers, Goody, Carter, Key West. Looking at Key West, the arrival going in there right now. Let's take a look and see what Key West is doing. We'll come over here. Weather. METAR? Winds 110 at 138 miles, few overcast. What does the 8 to say? Nothing. So runway in use, probably runway 6, right? All right, so if we look at charts, approaches, or excuse me, runway 9er in Key West. We will look at this. We'll bring off the RNAV off of cheats. So RNAV 9er, we're coming down the Kraken. We'll take it from Chet's, and the star was coming off of Crater there. So RNAV 9er, Kraken 1, Crater transition via Chet's. I like that. Execute. Route is very easy. Very easy for this flight. So we'll just go right back to Fort Myers. We'll put the taxi checklist, or excuse me, the taxi charts back on. We'll full screen those. Looking good. We're over here at Cargo. We're going to go north ramp past Western Global, and then up to runway 24. So it's encrypted. You can't, but that stripper, I know, AJ. But well, what I'm thinking of, AJ, not because in Sim Update 3 you can download. So if we can download the ATR locally and then get the FT Sim pack working from the local download, maybe that would do it. I'm not sure, man. That's just what I'm thinking. So with that done, let's go ahead and set the flight plan. Already set them. Oh, dang it, it just deleted it. Gosh dang it. All right, runway 24. No SID. Execute. Key West. RNAV 9. Kraken 1. Jets. Crater. Execute. All right, there we go. Now we'll go back to the perf data. We'll go perf init. Cruise altitude 17 thou. 17,000, no alternate, spicy. Go over to the weight page. Now this is where we're going to load it up. Right now, fuel on board is 5.5. I'm thinking of just keeping trip fuel. Required fuel for this leg is 3.8. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is keep the fuel as is. We're just going to load up the payload. So we're taking trip fuel 5.5 on board. So with that, we're going to go ahead and set payload. Now that the payload is set, we've got a 0 fuel, fuel on board, gross weight of 45.7. I'm going to cross-ref with my sim brief. Gross weight estimated is 44.8. And we are 45. That checks because we're taking a little bit of extra gas because we're just going to do, we're going to tank our fuel for the return leg. Takeoff CG minus 6.9. Takeoff trim 4.8 up. So we're going to run the trim 4.8 up. I like to knock it off about 0.3. Wait, 4.8 up? Goodness. That doesn't. That's not possible. Maybe 0.8 up. Stand by. We have a possible discrepancy. Let's go to the payload chart here. 4.8 up. Stand by. Takeoff trim? It doesn't even go to 4.8. Negative 6 point... Oh, you know what? This is because it's not the freighter version, so the weights are off. Okay, here we go. Hold on. That's what it is. It's not the freighter. Oh, looks like Fort Myers Ground's online. All right. Let me do a little bit of process here. Let me do some processing. I don't have an ATR Freighter sim brief profile, so that is the problem. We had a estimated takeoff weight 48, empty weight 29.4, 0 fuel, fuel weight 5.5. And let's do payload. Why is that not right? There we go. Start loading. Gross weight 36. Puts us right here. We need to increase that. We're going to go 0 fuel weight, 43. No, we're going to go 41. 41,200. There we go. I like that. All right, so I'm doing some mental math. Never trust it. Aircraft is loaded. Takeoff trim 3.4 up. That's still way out of CG. I mean, we're way back here. Well. Let's do some more tweaking. .7 up. We're coming the right direction now. We're still out of min takeoff. Gross weight is 40.5. Keep coming back. So we need to go. Let's knock the fuel down then. Let's take 3.5. Or what did we actually sim brief? Sim brief fuel was 3.8. So let's call it 38.25. That puts us in CG range 2.3 up. 2.3 up is what we need, which is still going to be way too much. We're going to be right at the top. We're going to call it 1.9. Fuel unbalanced, that's all right. We'll deal with that here in a minute. All right, so new weights, gross weight 36.3, takeoff trim 2.3 up. Okay. Doesn't load direct sim brief? It does, but the problem is we don't have the freighter version. So the freighter version is not in sim brief. At least I don't have a freighter sim brief, so all my weights were off for the freighter version. That is the problemo. So, Cali Simmer, what's going on? This FedEx ATR publicly available or special one? This one I downloaded on the Flight Sim TO. It was just Flight Sim TO. I picked it up, so it should be publicly available to everybody. Yeah, Cali Simmer. It should be publicly available. All right, that checks. Let's go ahead and run some more thing. Parking brake. Let's do Magic Barrel Ref. Fort Myers ground gave us a squawk of 005. Maintain 4,000 feet. So we'll set 4,000 feet here. I like being able to use the Honeycomb Bravo. 4,000 is set. 4,000. Squawk code. We'll go over here to the RMS 1. And we're going to squawk of 0005. Interesting. That's a weird squawk. 0005. We're cleared via Crater, Kraken. All right. No other fancies. Oh, Alico 7 now. Alico 7. Sid, Alico 7. Execute. Basically climbing turn. All right. Contact ground 21.9. 121.9. Boom. VHF 1. All right, let's go ahead and run through the rest of our things here. So, fuel quantity. If I look, I got to move my view to be about like that. Let's reset that one there. All right, let's go to the systems page here. 2780, 18. We got 1,000 in balance. So I need to cross feed. Boom. Will that actually move the fuel though? I don't think it will actually move the fuel, but we'll see. It doesn't appear that it's moving fuel. So, let's hold it right there and let's get the engine running. Hotel mode. Maybe we'll start sucking some fuel down. So for hotel mode, beacon is not required. We'll turn the wing light on. We're going to turn prop brake on. We're going to activate the hydraulic pump. We should get a ready light. Okay, we are ready. Prop brake is confirmed. Let's go ahead and start engine 2. I'm going to leave that fuel pump off. I guess I'll turn it on for start. Here we go. Starting engine 2. Hotel mode. 2 is rolling. 10% fuel on. Pumps are on. Josh, what's going on, buddy? Wingnut's in the house. Uh-oh. Look where the cat dragged in. How you doing, bud? Find a new place yet? Man, we need Boris to do an ATR sound pack. Could you imagine? All right, we'll turn you off. Crank start abort. Clear you. Let's turn that pump off. And now I'm going to try to run fuel like so. All right. Back to flight plan. We'll get rid of the systems. We'll put you on map large. We'll put you on comm down here, 21.9. Let's continue on. Fuel quantities out of balance. Fuel use reset. Memo panel check. Power management's takeoff. Confirm. CDLs, FMS, and takeoff data. We did not confirm that. So coming over here, takeoff data. Confirmed. 1.9. We got it down a little bit. Trims 3 axes are set. 1, 2, and 3. Tail ramp. We got to pull that in. So we'll go back to the aircraft. Pull the tail prop. Close the doors. Pull that, close them all up. Seatbelts are on. Beacon will come on before rotation. Fuel unbalanced. Let's see if it's moving any. This hasn't moved any fuel. 3 pounds a minute. Let me see. Let's go to aircraft. There we go. Now we're balanced. Close enough. 200 pounds. All right. More than one way to skin a cat. I need to go back and clear that procedure. All right. Before taxi is where we're at. All right, cool. Get rid of the systems page. You're going back to map. All right, cool. Performance takeoff data. Let's go back here. All right, cool. All right, I'm good with it. You good with it? 3 pounds a minute? What is it using? One of those Lego pumps? I know, Oscar, Boris is way too busy with his car, indeed. All right, we're clear to start. We'll call for taxi 4000. Let's go ahead and derotate the propeller. So we'll get the main pump on here. We'll go ahead and turn the windshield heats on. And I'm going to unlock the propeller lock. And turn this off. Unlock. Propeller's in rotation. And we'll go to auto. Bring it up to speed. All right, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Engine 2 is stabilized. Start B. Starting 1. NP 10%. Fuel on. Rotation. That looks sweet though. Auto. Yeah, I forgot the beacon for engine start, but we're good. We're freight dogs. Heats are coming up. Let's see. Let's see cockpit temp. That looks fine right now. No need to go to high mode. Come back over here. Floodlight is off. I don't need you. Turn the overhead down a little bit. Turn this down just a little bit, like so. Much better. All right, there we go. We're going to put the flight director on. FD1. We're going to be heading, or it'd actually be nav heading, nav blue. Go around is set. All right, back to ND map. Before taxi checklist. FWS cockpit HOM catch closed. CL1 and 2 auto anti-icing not required. TRU, forgot that. TRU on. Anti-skid test performed. Flaps 15 coming out. Should have done flaps after power back. That's right. Flaps 15. Nose wheel steering is on.
Yeah, 5.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and release this. Release that. Drop it into reverse. Oh, we're going forward. Oh, there's another ATR over there. I'm pretty sure this ramp is uncontrolled. So we're going to run up here. Spot 6. We'll hold it there. Alright. Taxi lights off. We are ready. Oh, engine starter needs to come off. We are ready for taxi. So, for taxi checklist complete. Taxi checklist. We'll get those. Brakes. Takeoff config performed. We'll leave you right at before takeoff. Alright, let's call them up. We are Alpha 4. Anybody seen a sign around here? This is Alpha 4 up there. Yeah, Alpha 4. Fort Myers ground. Good evening. Mountain Air 357 over at North Cargo Alpha 4. Ready to taxi.
Hey, Mountain Air 357. Fort Myers ground. Runway 24. Taxi by Alpha.
24 taxi via Alpha. Mountain 357. All right, 24 via Alpha.
V1.
Here we go. All right.
Fort Myers ground, your flight is 158, Charlie.
Latest.
Ready to taxi.
And number 158 Charlie, Fort Myers ground, you can follow that at ATR-72
Does the wiper work?
76, runway 24 taxi by Alpha.
Not really.
Alright, we'll follow the ATR 158, Charlie.
Is the overhead showing the battery discharging? No, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to tell. I'm not an ATR driver. Oh, there's the control line. All right, I gotta adjust this view. I need to come back a little bit, up a little bit, like so, I think. That's what I want. I'll do that right there. I'm gonna hide the yoke. Oh yeah, the start switch was on, I think. Yeah, you're right, Highball. I left it on. That's on me. All right, tax it all the way down to 2-4.
Got it.
Triple props for
EBS
life,
25 ready
Josh.
for taxiway, Papa.
Yes, sir. Need those FT sim sounds. Need those FT sim
you can
sounds.
taxi runway 24 via Alpha 3, going to be your next right, and then Alpha.
I shouldn't do
Alright,
that
I'll put
either.
that off. EBS
I don't
25.
think. Dual beta losing power like that?
Alpha in there, 427, short of Alpha.
And Mountain Home for 27, runway 24 via Alpha.
Oh, I'm trying to find which view I like. Feel super low to the ground. I guess we are. Got a little T. Going all the way down 2-4. Well, let's go ahead and do a before taxi checklist, I guess. Or excuse me, before takeoff checklist. Takeoff briefing. Yeah, it's like it loses electric power when you go dual beta. Surely that's a bug. Surely. Alico 7. Vector departure. basically heading 238 to 2.3, then a right turn, 3,000. 2.3 from Fort Myers on 1415. So let's go ahead and set up this to map. Let's know, how do we do this? ND mode. Format. Dang it, I had it the way I wanted it. There we go. Bearing pointers on. That can happen if the EECs are off from memory. Really? Where does one? Can you turn them on? Interesting. I wish the wiper did work though. Alright, FMS speed is set 4,000. Let's do a flight control check after we move the gust lock. Flight controls are checked. Takeoff briefing is complete. Gust lock removed. Flight controls checked. Transponder. We are on standby. We need to go serve. Altitude on. Transponder TCAS. Altitude on. Boost function as required. Airflow is normal. Cabin crew is not existent. Engine bleed as required. External lights, lateral flight direct bar, and taxi cam are all set. Look at those Western car. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the Western Global. Courtesy of Vertical Sim. Love it, man. Love those MD-11s over there. MD-11 7.4. That's sweet. Look at these little prop boys tonight. We're all loaded up. We should have done it. It asked for intersection departure.
And Mount Home 370, Moza CTAF 128.750. Have a good flight down to Keys.
2875, thanks to HC. Now 3576. Alright, 12875. Fort Myers traffic, Mountain 357 type ATR, going to be departing runway 24 at Alpha 9 or disregard. We'll go full length. Key West or Fort Myers traffic. We'll go full length. And let's also turn the weather radar on. So we're going to go here, see what it's painting out there. Slide them up. I like the light on the prop. That's pretty sweet. Like from the forward view, look at that. I think is the PC-12 going Alpha 9? No. I should have hopped on I-95. It's the same with the C-130J in hotel mode. Too slow to actively provide consistent power, so if you have the engine, you lose power to the plane. Interesting. All right, dropping 2 into beta here. Let's take the runway and blast off. What I do need to tune is Fort Myers VOR, because we're not getting the DME. Let me double check. Lee County is 1415. 1415. Looking for RMS. Where's my VOR nav? Nick, how's it going, buddy? UPS joining the fray. Where's my nav one? Oh, right here. Oh yeah, we need to turn that in. 114, 14, 15. Yep, 2.3. And it's a right turn at straight out 238 till 2.3 from Fort Myers. And we're 2.1. You ready? Let's go. Sync the heading bug. Fort Myers traffic, Mountain 357, departing runway 24. All right. Spool them up. Yoga in chat. Here we go. Notch, notch. Nice. A little bit of crosswind there. 80 knots, thrust set. Oh yeah, she wants to auto rotate. V1, rotate. Be very careful with that tail. Positive rate, gear up, trim it down. Definitely add a trim. Definitely add a trim. It's alright, we're just flying freight. Alright, yaw dampers coming on.
Myers traffic, Pilatus 158 Charlie.
Taxi light off.
Lighting up runway 24.
Nav. IAS hold. 1,000 feet. Power to climb. A plane full of 5090s. That's what we got here. Let's go ahead and kill the wiper. Must have some sort of flood on the overhead. Oh, what a beautiful evening. Oh, watch yourself. All right, we're not going to fly the whole Alico 7 because there's no more ATC online. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a direct to Crater.
Myers traffic, Pilatus 158 Charlie. Departing runway 24.
Flaps coming up. Fort Myers traffic, Mountain 357 out of 2,500 in the left turn. We're direct to Crater, Fort Myers traffic. I'm going to redirect us here in a minute. Let's go ahead and redraw the line here. DTO, Crater, execute. We're going to keep climbing. I think 17,000 feet is going to be a little bit, it might be a little bit much. We'll see. I guess not. We'll set it and see how we do. We're starting to pick up some radar return. 17,000 to set. We're LNAV IAS hold. Powers and climb. I need a, I guess my checklist got a little out of sync here. Let me go through all these again. After takeoff checklist, gears up, flaps up, power management climb, engine bleeds are on, taxi takeoff is off, altimeter set, cross check. After takeoff checklist is complete. Resync the heading bug.
Myers traffic, Mountain 4.
I'll keep a check for ice. I think it's too warm. Where's the outside air temperature gauge on this airplane? Oh, we're entering some turbulence.
Fort Myers traffic, EPS 25 heavy, line up away, runway 24, Fort Myers traffic.
Level 2 below 7 degrees, tap. Got you, thank you. Surely it's warmer than 7 tab right now. Since we're hard IMC, what the hell? Why am I making my life hard? Autopilot on to get the disengaged sound, which is not
traffic passing
legit.
12.
Autopilot's
100.
engaged.
Direct Goody. Last call for.
Alright, we're up and running. Oh, we're getting ready for a breakout. We'll do the breakout, then we'll look for the OAT gauge. Yeah, Zach, I had a feeling we were going to be way off. Is there a freighter sim brief profile I can download for the return leg? Because what happened is the sim brief, like all the weights were off because it was all I have is passenger variant. And I think that's what screwed it up. I love all the wear marks on the door.
35 taxiing to runway 24 via Alpha, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's go to 22.8. COM 122.8 at a 7.5 for 17,000. All right, looking for a temperature gauge. If you were a TAT gauge, where would you be? I'd be over here, but apparently the developers don't believe in that. Cell? No. TAT, right here, 16 and 11. All right, we're looking good. What's top of climb? 17,000. We're going to 17 top of climb. Direct to crater sounds like a phrase that should not be said in an airplane. I know. I've actually done the Alico 7 and gone out to crater before too, going south. I diverted. I was actually supposed to go to Miami, went into Fort Myers, and then I took off and out of Fort Myers, and we had to go all the way down to almost Key West before we could turn back north to get into Miami, just because of the weather and the traffic. It was a very long night. Oh man, beautiful. Our second leg will be all in the darkness, I would imagine. How the sim sounds. We'll turn it down with those. Get our noise canceling headset on here. Noise canceling headphones engaged. There's a flight sim freighter. There is a freighter profile on Flight Sim TO. Okay, I will look at that on the ground in Key West. Don't let me forget. Wow, I love how the landing lights shine down in front of the airplane like that. That's so cool. All right, we're at 10,000 feet. Landing lights off, wing lights, logo lights, strobe, nav, beacon is all on. What is this a flood? Yeah, I think it's just the brightness of that turns it on. Brightness from the screens, or a glow from the screens, I guess. So on Simbrief, there's a Pratt & Whitney 127F ATR-72 500. I don't know if that'll work. An ATR-72 500? Will that work? I don't know. Zoom our map out here for the vertical viewers. Now 357, we're tracking out of Florida. Man, that looks like, well, could potentially have some vertical development. Something's off about the angle of attack? Really? I think it looks great to me. 5 degrees nose up, 170 knots. That's called being an ATR. Check if your cockpit doors are open. Oh. Nope. Cockpit doors closed. Oh, wow, look at this. Can we go back there? Chat, this just became my new favorite airplane. Seriously. If we get FT Sim in this thing, I might reinstall GSX just for this. I might reinstall GSX for the ATR. This is fun. I know it's empty. I don't know how to put cargo in it, JJ. How do we put cargo in it? Surely it doesn't show cargo, right? Leaving the seatbelt sign on, my package deserves more respect. Saran, let me see if I can find the livery. Everybody's asking for it, and I didn't think it was that hard to find. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. If this crashes the sim, I blame y'all, because flightsim.to is like crashable for PC here. It would be I am using. There's one that didn't work. I don't remember which one I downloaded. I don't think it's not this one. Maybe it's default. It doesn't show cargo. Don't call me Shirley. Okay. My bad. You know what, chat? It might be a default livery. Because the 2 FedEx liveries on the Flight Sim TO, I don't show downloaded. So this must be a default livery, which would explain the 9 November ZXY and what is this country's flag over there? That would explain it. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing though. So this must be, I wonder if it's, if you have, so I have the premium or the aviator. I think I have the aviator version of Microsoft. So I wonder if a different version comes with different variants of the ATR. It's not dead to me, Alex. I love this airplane, man. I love it. I love it so much. I can't wait. Night flight on the way back. Spain, it is Spain. Looks like a stolen plane with 2 registrations. We need to get Whiskey Throttle on this. Could you imagine a Whiskey Throttle, like clapped out FedEx livery? Just super faded and just dirt everywhere. That's what we need. This one looks way too clean. Although Blue Hour over Florida right now is looking hot. Yeah, it is Spain. All right. What's what's MID Center? MMID? That's got to be South America. Huh? Somewhere down there. It's not Merida. All right, approaching 1,000 to level off. Approaching 1,000 to level off. Put you back on comm. What do you mean, map up and down and other stuff? When I interact with the screen? You mean on the PFD? You have to select format. Format will change it. Your format will change the direction. Alright, we're going to level here. Alt star. We'll just let the speed beat up. Go up as fast as it can. Move over to your cruise. Let's see what kind of speed we get out of it. I'm going to guess 200 knots. Zach, you're 100% right, dude. There's something about this airplane that is relaxing. I kind of... Zach. Oh, I can't do Friday night freight because I'm fishing the tournament Friday night. I want to fly this into like a super busy event. Like we got to fly into some type of event. Maybe we should fly it into the teeth of an XP-72 conga line. I want to fly this when it's all mayhem around. I just want to sit back, have my tea, turn on my noise canceling headphones, and then since we're freight dogs and we all have Bose headsets, I'm just going to turn on some tunes just like this and cruise. This is what I loved about flying freight, man. This is what I was doing, just like this. No one to bother you. Just chilling. Now, granted, rarely was it at 7 p.m. It was like, 1:45 in the morning. But I love it. There's a vibe with this airplane, man. I'm trying to find the song that we listened to on the last stream. I can't find it now. I really wanted to listen to that one again. Hold on, let's see. This one? No. I don't think so. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Found it. This is the official ATR song, chat. We're gonna need an ATR emoji. Official ATR stream. Sit back, relax. We've got our flight tracker on the second broadcast. Balloon song. No, that's reserved for 747s. V1, I want to love the ATR, but I have so many issues with it I haven't been able to complete a flight, including unable to get the propeller out of hotel mode and a WASM crash. So Peter.UK. Let me tell you. I had one WASM crash right after I installed it or I enabled it. did you restart your sim before trying to fly it? So if you haven't, uninstall it, restart Microsoft Flight Sim, install the ATR, close Microsoft Flight Sim, restart Microsoft Flight Sim. It sounds weird, but I think there's something to it. All right. Once you have it freshly installed, the propeller out of feather, or to get it out of hotel mode, that did happen to me before. If you go out of sequence, you will not be able to get the propeller out of hotel mode. So the sequence for hotel mode, you need the prop brake on, which is typically the most, or excuse me, not the prop brake, the control lock must be on. A lot of people seem to omit the control lock. You need the control lock on. You need to boost the hydraulic system with the switch on the pedestal, and you need to have power to the airplane. If you try to take it out of the hotel mode in a weird sequence, you can bug it out. Now, I don't know how the real airplane would behave, but I do know if you do it out of the proper sequence, there is a potential that it gets bugged. But if you do it the right way, you can put it in and out of hotel mode as many times as you want. I actually tested that after the last stream, because remember I was saying that I did have that same issue. But after the stream ended, I loaded up to take the screenshots for the thumbnail for this one, and I literally toggled the propeller in and out of hotel mode 5 or 6 times. So you just have to make sure you don't do the procedure incorrectly and then glitch the airplane. Now, I'm not saying the airplane is flawless. It does have some bugs, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't ran into too many. The biggest bugs as of right now are the loading, weight imbalance. If you load from SimBrief, it's going to give you a fuel imbalance. It's going to give you a fuel imbalance in the left tank. So the remedy to that is to use the EFB, the simulator EFB, that we were using over here, to balance your fuel. So, but other than that, I really haven't had too many issues other than those like kind of minute things. Like the airplane has always done what I thought it was going to do. It's always captured altitude. It's always descended. It's always captured the loc. I've modified the flight plan multiple times and haven't had an issue with that. So, I would first start with the uninstall and reinstall. Get a nice clean install going and restart your sim. That was a good song. That's the official ATR song. Now this song is killing my vibe. We can't have this one. But yeah, that other song is peak ATR. Oh, look at that. Magner flying together? Yeah, that'd be a good one. Just a tip, wait till your speed reaches cruise to do the cruise procedure, including power management to cruise. Really? Okay. I didn't think it made a difference. Because it's still, even if I go back to climb, there's no change in the engine performance. I think it's just for an EGT limit, right? Maybe? Yeah, look, we basically trued out at 199. Basically what that does is it moves the speed bug up. If you want to be an ATR pro, watch Magnar. Who do you fly for? Is that, he's better than Lou Dix? I like Lou Dix, man. He's funny. Oh, on the 42 it makes a difference. I gotcha. Good to know, Highballer. All right. Good to know, man. Tobias, what's going on, bud? Yep, this is the ATR-72 Freighter. Mr. Martini, good to see you, man. Hope you enjoyed your trip up there to Says. Sitting in Sky Harbor, flight delayed in Atlanta. Go figure. Probably for weather. We had some really nasty weather move through Texas. It's probably headed over to Atlanta right now. Godspeed, man. You should probably just go to Atlanta or just go to Dallas. Spend the night. But hope you have a good flight home, man. I'm gonna have to hit him up. I'm gonna have to check out Magnar's YouTube then. See if he wants to do a little ATR training. Maybe he can put me through an ATR type rating course on YouTube. Oh, Mr. Martini, it's a mechanical problem with the 757? Oh, dude, sorry to hear it, man. That's the pain. That's the pain with those 75s. Shop Queens. Oh, he's in Fiji? The ATR has a isn't there a sweet Fiji livery on the ATR too? I'm gonna have to look that up. Are you using the AMD Hyper RX settings? Yo, Rich, my settings for my AMD are in the Discord under technical. If not, just ping Team Vodka. He's got them. I'm pretty sure he posted this. We pinned the screenshots of what I'm running. But I believe I'm using those. Yeah, I think I am using that. But I've customized it a little bit. All right, how we looking? TOD comes up quick. Well, I didn't mean to do that. 5 miles from TOD, chat. All right, we're going to set... See, it shouldn't do that. That's the other bug. That's the other bug. It doesn't let you scroll a lower altitude in. Or something. Alright, let's see what the bottom of the SID is. We'll save this song for the return leg. We'll save that song for the return leg. That's a good one by Uwe. Alright, we're coming up the arrival now. This is Key West coming down the Kraken 1. We're going to select Gigi at 10,250 knots. Yeah, good luck. So let's go ahead and set 10,000. $10,000 VNAV. Outstar. Yeah, it does that weird. Does a weird thing like that. That's all right. I'll tell you what. Let's just do this. Vertica sped. Vertical speed is on. Boxes don't bitch, so it's all right. Down we go. Beautiful sunset. Callie, you're flying a 7.5 to LA, Boston on Delta for Expo? Godspeed. Peter, awesome, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. He has the FS2 Crew ATR pack? Really? I never got into FS2 Crew. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Alright, as we start to go down in Vertica sped, I'm going to bring some power back. Yeah, see, there's a glow from somewhere. We have a mysterious glow. It's not the floodlight. Hello from Germany. How's it going, bud? Welcome in, Dolph. Dolph. Alright, well, apparently we were sleeping on this TOD. Let's go ahead and select a IAS hold. We'll dive and drive. We'll get down to 10,000 here. You watch this. Didn't feel like changing planes to fly to Providence. Train is 38 minutes from Boston. That's not bad. We'll get on the 7.5. Should be a fun little flight. Key West traffic, Mountain 357 type ATR-72, about 40 miles to the north. Just inbound for runway 09. Any traffic in the area, please advise. We'll go serve page here, TCAS below. I thought, altitude off, standby, TCAS, auto. And what's over here? I thought there was a way to turn it to below mode. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna meet 10,000 here, no problems. Am I gonna have my own setup at the expo? No, man. Yeah, we're spoiled, West Air. That's sweet. Turn the wing light on for a little extra. Do wing and logo. It's still bright, but... Sweet. All right, here's 10,000. Not an issue. As we level, put some power back in there so we don't slow. TCAS is in the ND setup page. Oh, you know what? You might be right. ND. Where's that at? Nav. ND overlay. There it is. Thank you, sir. TCAS is below. Gotcha. Thank you, Slow. But I'm going to suggest you touch it. Oh, you're not going to suggest? Oh, that's right. We had issues before. No, that was the terrain page. We're not touching the terrain. Do not touch weather terrain. Matter of fact, it scares me. I'm just going to put you back on comm. It's too scary. Where's the brightness for these things? Right here? Yeah, the reflections are just blaring on the yoke. It's too bright here. There's no cabin light or anything, is there? No dome light. None of that. All right, 3,000 feet coming up next. Let's go IAS hold. We keep a little bit of power in there so we don't descend too fast. There's a cabin light on the overhead, main cabin light or something. I would think it'd be here. Flight compartment. Dome, that's off. But it's not, see, the thing is, it's not coming from back there. Uh-oh, it's going to hold, there we go. It's not coming from back there, it's coming from the screens. Just seems to be... It's probably, you know what? I wonder if it's on slow because there's no passenger cabin and there's no switch because it's the freighter area. I wonder if that's it. Sean, good to see you, man. Morning, Captain. Going back home. Monsoon is fun. Weather radar around Mumbai looked like Picasso during his later days. Had to go through the red in low till about 1400 RA. Wow. That's always exciting. I'm glad you're doing all right, Sean. Matter of fact, I can see Key West. Let's shorten the line. Let's go direct to the. Let's go direct Busby. Direct Busby. Execute. Key West traffic. Mountain 357 type ATR-72 out of 6,300. We're descending and proceeding direct to Busby, about let's see, 17 miles north of Busby for the straight in runway and 9er. Key West traffic. Will redirect us. DTO Busby one more time. Execute. Line is straight. Could it be the EFB light or a light over here? Is there a way to turn the EFB off? Man, this is really bright, isn't it? What's over here? Reading light. Oh, that. No. Actually need that on a little bit. Happy landing, Sean. Talk about flying out here in the middle of darkness. Look at the clouds. Look, you can tell we're going through clouds. See how it gets all hazy? That's awesome. All right, Busby is at 1,500, so we'll keep scrolling it down. 1,500. We probably don't even need to get that low this far out. Let's just maintain. Tell you what, let's just maintain 2,500. Get that low this far out. J Foot says there's another plane that glows like this at 24. I searched everywhere and never found a light. Oh man. I remember we looked at oh, look at we got a bunch on the tracker. We got mine, Mountain, we've got a PC-12, no, another ATR, and oh, I think that's a PC-12. Looking at Key West Airport, there's somebody on the ground already. A King Air is already on the ground? Jeez. All right, there's 3,000. Let's go back to notch here. I'm half tempted to go real time to bring the sun back up, so our next flight's at night. Let's see, real time is 6. Nah, it's too bright. It's too bright. All right, vertical speed. We're going to set 1,500. Key West is going to be right off the left here. It's actually kind of hazy tonight. Key West traffic, Mountain 3571, a left downwind runway 0. Correction, actually a left base for runway 09. Key West traffic. All right, here we go. Enough of this autopilot flying. Let's hand fly the approach in here. Let's get our yoke on.
The mountain in front of me, which waypoint are you passing currently?
We're just about to turn final over Busby. Flight director's off. Power management to TO. All right, FWS landing elevation is set. Perf set. Arrival briefing complete. Approach, seatbelts, landing lights, altimeters. We need to get all those. Let's throw them on real quick as we're slowing down. Landing light, taxi, those are all on. Beautiful. Getting ready to make turn. Key West in sight. We'll go ahead and kind of square the, cut it here a little bit early.
Key West traffic,
Flaps 15.
7,000.
A little bit of a balloon there. Cutting the corner early here. Slow the gear. 4 landing checklist. So our lights are all set. All right, we've got it all. Runway's inside. Wow, because of that, we're going to kill the landing lights because we can't see. We can't see with those lights. We do landing lights? Yeah, we'll do down. We can't see with the taxi light on. All right, we're going to turn this one around, so we're going to do we'll do the recording back in Fort Myers. Slowing down. Key West traffic, Mount 357 on final, 3 miles, 09. Key West traffic. Oh, I forgot to put, there we go, landing cams back on. Get her trimmed out, sink our heading bug, go an altitude, we'll leave it 1,500 feet since we're on basically on the visual approach here. Man, 20 knots of wind there? This could be spicy. Not the ATR though, this thing stops on a dime. All right, we're 500 feet, stable, clear to land, gears down, 3 green.
US traffic, Mount 427 on the left base, turning final runway 9, Key West.
Big gust of wind there. Now it's gonna die out.
200.
Maybe not. Another gust.
100.
Didn't say wind's calm. Proved to be a lie.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, this is gonna be the greaser of greasers. Oh, maybe not. The thing stops in like 50 feet. Surely that's not that good, right? What happened to the runway lights? Are super blown out. This is a Palo Airport too. I should have floated it out, landed with long for the exit. All right, here we go. We're approaching our exit. Gust lock's coming on. Flaps are coming up. ATR Super Cub. I don't know. We'll do that, and we'll turn that one on. Key West traffic, Mount 357, we're clearing 09 over the ramp, Key West.
Key West traffic, Mount 427 on a 4 mile final runway 9, Key West.
All right, so let's go ahead and feather 1. And this is the terminal area. We'll go over here next to this King Air freighter. Let's go ahead and kill the strobe lights, wing lights.
US traffic, 4.7 short final, runway 9, US.
Oh no. Did our nose wheel get stuck?
Bank angle. Bank angle.
I feel like I've seen
I
this
got you
before.
approved for CFMS beta testing. Reach out to Martin FSS to get your
Hey!
Cupid dog. Welcome senior beta tester smile.
Hey! That had to be none other than JJ. JJ, my man, thank you so much for the bank angle check. That sounds exciting. All right, dude. I will do it. In that case, I guess we will bring your... there we go. Now we can move the nose wheel. In that case, I'll bring your Wing FCU back to Florida for you. All right, there we go. Brake set. So I've had that before. So we were in feather on number 1. Ooh, I didn't mean to do both at the same time. If you're at feather and that nose wheel's all the way over, I've seen it get locked like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn the prop brake on. And hydraulic pump on. Prop brake ready. Number 2 is in hotel mode. So if number 2 in hotel mode will kill number 1. After landing, radar, flight controls, lock trims, pitch trims, landing strobe lights, anti-ice probes, and TRU off. After at least 2 minutes, we'll do that. So TRU off, which is already off. All right, looking good. All right, so we're in hotel mode. Number 1 is shut down. Let's go ahead and open the whiskey hatch. Let's turn this light on so I don't forget. The whiskey hatch is open. We'll come over to the aircraft, open the cargo door, we'll chock it, we're going to hot load it, we'll come right back. So that one should be stopping. And we'll kill the beacon light too. Beacon light off, wing light on because we're in hotel mode. And we'll kill the fuel pump on the first side on number 1. Looking good. All right. Go here. Get
US
those
traffic,
off.
now 4.7, clear of all of it, US.
All right. JJ, my man, I appreciate you again. Thank you for the bank angle check, sir. Aviation Dude 95, thank you for the $5 super chat. When are you going to take the 742 for a spin again? Ooh. Soon, TM. Soon, TM. I'm loving Sim Update 2, though, man. I'm loving Sim Update 2. I'm loving Sim Update 2, though. All right, let me refile us. We're not even going to go very far. We're just going to go ahead and quick turn this bird. I'm going to get our sim brief back up here. Do a refile. We got to get JJ's FCU back. All right, we're going via Carnu and Crater. Actually, we could just go via Carnu. Carnu RSW. We could do that too. Do 2 fixes. Carnu Crater. We're going at 17 thou.
5-8 Charlie,
18
turn your
thou?
final at bus speed, US.
Initial altitude 14,000. Let me disconnect real quick and reconnect. With a file, we're disconnected. We're filed, reconnecting. Same call sign. There's our auto ATC. Beautiful. We got one ATR down, we got a King Air, and we got that PC-12 over there as well. Now, I'm going to do something not recommended. I'm going to try and do a turnaround of the ATR. Alright? So Godspeed. Alright. Flight plan. Import OFP. We'll set that new flight plan in there. As far as payload is concerned, I'm going to do payload via the EFB on this one. So, screw it. Let's go here. Let's see what happens. set the payload. Come down here, Key West, runway 9er, no SID, Carnu Crater, Fort Myers. Let's go to RSW. Wait, what? Let's do the RNAV. RNAV Zulu 24. RNAV Zulu 24. No SID. Execute. Let's go back to perf data. Perf init. 14,000. Weights. We know that ain't gonna cut it. So fuel on board. This ignition flickering is scary. I don't know why the ignition is flickering. See that? It's like it didn't actually shut down. Management. Go back up. Takeoff data and bugs. We'll confirm TO data up. We're gonna need to reset that. Could it be the hardware lever? Maybe.
Key West traffic 58 Charlie, short final, Key West.
Let's go to payload. We're going to load the aircraft here, so we need to go 0 fuel weight. Let's do 3,900. Gross weight 7,000, that's too much. Fuel weight. Empty weight. I'm just going to set both those like that. And that puts us way out. We're way below the max. I don't understand. I don't understand why the freighter doesn't work. Yeah, Slow, we're trying it without restarting. We're going to do that as far as cargo is concerned. We're going to do that. Load aircraft. Load aircraft. That looks good. Come back down here. Perf. Perf init. 14 thou. Gross weight's trim 0.7. That seems legit. 0.7. Takeoff data confirmed. Reset the fuel used. Confirm takeoff data. Yeah, stuff is going weird because it didn't put that in pink. Non-advisable, but we got no options. Runway 9er, execute. Fort Myers, RNAV Yankee 24, execute. Let's do that. All right, let's get ready to fire at CDLs, trims, tail prop, doors. Let's close them up. Doors are closed. Seatbelts, beacon, we'll get that, and that is before propeller rotation. So beacon on.
U.S. traffic 58 Charlie, clear the runway. Fort Myers, or Key West.
Prop brake ready for release. Unlocked. FS News is showing renderings of the Majestic Q400. Yeah, I saw that, man. That looks good. I did see that. All right, number 2 is out of feather. Let's run it up to auto. Here she comes. 3 Greens, what's up? Geographically Inverted underwent an identity crisis and changed its name to 3 Greens. How's the ATR-24? What's going on, 3 Greens? Thank you for the $8 Australian dollars, man. Appreciate you. You know what? I'm having a lot of fun with it. Freighter version appears to be a little bit more buggy than our passenger flight that we did, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. So we're trying to do a turnaround here without resetting. Unadvisable. And also gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate you, 3 Greens. Very kind, my friend. Very kind. All right, fuel pump number 1 is on. We're going to go start crank alpha. Starter valve open. She's moving. Feather. ATR ups, let's go. Thank you to 3 Greens for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you. Kelly, what's going on, man? Hello from Wisconsin. Good to see you, bud. Welcome on board. All right, stabilized. Auto. All right, we picked up a couple extra WinWing FCUs and a couple of flight guidance panels. Ready to go back. I'm going to set real time real quick. I want to see what real time looks like. Or do we just go right now? Real time is probably still too light. So right now it's oh yeah, it's way too light. Kind of killing the vibe. We'll go just past dark. Alright, that's it. We got 2 good starts. Let's start. Let's go starter valve off. Starter off. These are coming back on. That's coming on. TRU on. Flaps 15 is set. Trims are set. 0.7 is in the pink. Alright, let's run it. FWS cockpit comm hatch is still open. Whiskey hatch is closed. Anti-icing not required. TRU on. Anti-skid test performed. NWS is on. Emergency procedures, we don't need any of that. Let's go back to normal procedures. We'll run you all the way down to taxi check. FGC takeoff config is all good. All right, beautiful. Back to ND page. Key West traffic, bound 357. We're spooled up over here on the cargo ramp. We're going to be taxied runway 09 for a northbound departure, Key West traffic. All right, let's go. Taxi light on. Brakes released. We're moving. Quick turn, quick turn. Oh, I forgot to reset the tracker, flight tracker. I'll do that here when we get to the runway hold short line. I fly the 72-600 in Ireland. You should try our real route from EIDW to EIDL. World's most scenic approach. Is that so, Kevin? Well, I will have to look into that, my man. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm sorry for butchering your beautiful ATR here. I'm an Airbus guy. Speaking of, I need to reset this, so let's go to Toga, TO, and we'll do heading select on departure. We'll sync our heading bug once we get turned back around. Sounds aren't that bad, I'll be honest with you. They're not that bad. But the thing is, Benny, is the FT-Sim version was so much better. Specifically, the ground ops were just amazing on FT-Sim. It really added that oomph that you get in these turboprops. Basically, I'm just dragging one engine right now in feather, or in idle reverse, really. Let me see if I can do 2 things at once here. Let me see our landing rate on the last one. I'll end that flight. That was a... It didn't tell me. My last flight's 122 feet per minute, 0.96 G. 122 feet per minute, so it was okay. It was alright. We're going right back to RSW. Add the flight plan from SimBrief. Alright, we're loaded up. We're tracking. Flight tracker is updated for a northbound departure. Alright, in that case, let's go ahead. That's off. Flight controls checked. Taxi takeoff lights are set. We'll get the rest here in a minute. We are TO. Takeoff config performed. Takeoff config, good. Alright, before takeoff checklist complete. Or that's the taxi checklist, I should say. We'll do before takeoff right here. Kevin, isn't that a bug? If you put both props into basically idle reverse, does that do that power flash on you? Surely that's a bug, right? Alright, let's go through the before takeoff. Climbing left turn, gust lock off, flight controls check, transponder TCAS. Ooh, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go real quick. Serve page. We are transponder 1 on altitude. We got a resquawk. Let's go back to resquawking 2000. No, we have auto ATC 4620. Auto ATC 4620 and the new squawk code. We're on altitude 22.8. That checks. Boost function as required. Airflow norm. Cabin crew. Engine bleeds. Exterior lights. FD bar. Rudder cam. Before takeoff checklist is complete. All right, we're ready to blast off. Let's go. We're becoming ATR professionals, chat. Yeah, that would be a bug, says Kevin. All right, thank you. Confirmed. I thought that'd be kind of weird. Like, I could definitely see in like some failure scenario if you had a degradation or something, but to throw them both into idle reverse. Yeah, maybe it's got to be a bug slow. That's what he said. Key West traffic, Mount 357 lining up runway 09 will be a left turn out departure back towards Fort Myers. Key West traffic. All right. What's up, Orion Vic? Technical Computers checking in. How you doing, buddy? Flying to my home airport. I got my PPL in Naples. Hey, my wife's from Naples. Very cool. Here we go. Spool them up. Let's go. Yoga's in chat one last time tonight. Notch, notch. A little bit of an overextension of power there. Airspeed's live, 80 knots. Rotate. Oh, I forgot to put the command bars in Toga. Positive right, hero. Fly with. Left turn, left turn. Down to climb. All right, heading select. We can actually redirect us here. Let's go DTO, car new, execute, LNAV. Alt start. Oh, keep climbing. That's on me. Forgot to reset that too. Tell you what, it's go home leg. MCT power, chat. Go home leg. MCT thrust.
Key West traffic, flight is 58 Charlie. Departing runway 09.
Not sure why I can't get my
Key West.
flight director bar. Let's reset here. It's like stuck at level. There we go. Now it's coming up. Go back to nav. IS. There we go. Get right back on course here to Carnew. Key West traffic and Mount 357 out of 4,000 feet. Direct Carnew. Key West traffic. It's a humid night out here in Key West. Go home day. Let's pitch for 180. Go home leg, chat. MCT 180 climb out. Will, what caused the crash? By accident. Oh, you're saying, yeah, Yeti 691, the ATR, yeah, they feathered the wrong engine. Yep. All right, gears up, flaps up, power management, MCT, engine bleeds, takeoff lights. We'll get those right now. Oh, I should have turned that off and yaw damper on too right away. Gosh, my after takeoff flow. It's not, Silver would not be proud. Well, the rate, gear up, yaw damper on, taxi light off. That's what I gotta do. Just gotta say that over and over. Running now. Should do 190 on go home leg. Autopilot engaged. Don't listen to the autopilot disengagement sound. That's not correct. We're going to push her to the limits. 190 MCT thrust. Kubing, what's going on, buddy? High-tech computer, I love the Fenix ATR, man. It's unfortunate that this one does seem a little bit more glitchy with a couple of niche things with the payload. If we could figure out the payload on the cargo on this, it'd be awesome. Because I do love the FedEx livery on this too. I think it looks great.
US traffic, flight is 58 Charlie. Passing 1,000, direct Carnew, Key West.
Beautiful. Yacht Amper and ATR very helpful, especially as she flies in the soup. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was not bad. All right, we're looking good now. We are doing, let's see, 1,500 feet a minute out of 8,000 feet. We've got the wrong fixes there, and what we got going on here? Nav database error, it appears. Which one is the wrong one? Omoki? Don't want to do that. All right. We'll have to adjust that here. As we get closer, we'll take a look at that. 9,000 out of 10,000. Here we go. The captain feathered both engines instead of lowering the flaps. The FO called no torque, but the captain never bothered to check what he'd done. Oh, yeah, that rings a bell now. I remember that, yes. Is that... No, that's... Okay, yeah, that was the Yeti. Wasn't there another one where it was captured on dash cam? Where I think they shut the wrong engine down. VMC rolled, and it was caught on dash cam somewhere in China? Japan? Where was that? That's not the same one, right? VMC roll was in Taiwan? Oh, that was the same one. Well, they can't be... How'd you VMC roll it if you shut both engines down? What's up, Steven? Good to see you, bud. Orion? No, I don't think anything crashed. Maybe on your side. Everything's looking good over here, buddy. Cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. Out towards Carnew, then back over. I think, is Fort Myers still on? No, they don't appear to be on, so maybe we'll just get a visual approach. The accident you were talking about, it was being live streamed by a passenger. Oh, wow. ATR in Taiwan, they shut down the wrong engine. Apparently a factor was that they always failed the same engine in the sim. Yes, that's one I was thinking of. So they went through the sim procedure, but it was the other engine. Yes, that's the one. Trans-Asia 235 was the VMC roll. That one is just, that's gnarly. Gnarly, gnarly, gnarly. Serve page, I'll turn this light off to remind me that now that we know the whiskey hatch is closed. There's our 1,000 foot to level off. Flowing Emerald between ENGM and the IDO. Great flight. Nice. Well, 50K subs. So 50K subs, we're going to be revisiting the Euro Tour. Stephen B., good to see you, man, over on the flight tracker. Looks awesome. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the ATR is so bad in icing that American moved them all out of the north Chicago area and put them in San Juan. Time for some A350, Peter? Might be onto something. It's been a minute since we've flown the 350. Alright, we are leveling at 14 thou. Your boxes deserve better. Seatbelt sign is off. Your boxes are now free to move about the cabin. There's out. We're just gonna see what kind of speed we get in MCT. Turn our noise canceling headphones on. Peak ATR vibes. Here we go. Get our Bluetooth headsets on. Pick up where we left off. E350's dead to you? Negative. Is it really, Steven? Well, you're stuck on that 2020 yellow sim. We fly them on the regular, usually around 14, 13, but avoid icing like the plague. Nice. What was the crash in Brazil? 2 years ago? Icing, potentially? Do you guys remember that one? What airplane was that? Was that a Q400? Or was that another ATR? It was a prop. Oh yeah, there's the southern tip of Florida. Zippy! I did say yellow sim. That was an ATR-72 500 August last year, Passenger Airlines. Wow. Did they ever, what was the preliminary report on that? Did we find out? There's Miami. We should be going back to Miami. We'll go back to Vertical Sim Fort Myers, though. All right, we're crater. Direct to crater. Sync our heading bug. Let's see what we got for charts. I'm going to pick a different approach here, I think. Back in Fort Myers. Approaches. Weather in Fort Myers is showing 290 at 3. ATIS is saying runway 624 lead off. RNAV runway 24 approach is in use. So we go back to Fort Myers, procedures. Gosh dang it, charts. What's the difference between charts and procedures? Makes no sense. Yankee or Zulu? Or VOR TACAN? We want the Yankee. We're not doing Zulu. Or should we try the Zulu? Ozuku? That has Omoki. Do they both have Omoki? They both have Omoki. That's not good. This is not peak ATR vibe. What is this? Let's try to reload this approach. Let's go to arrival. I already tried the Yankee, so we're going to try the RNAV Zulu 24. Approach via drums. Execute. Let's see what this looks like on the chart here. Another bug. Well, let me clear this one out. We'll do that. Yurds. The wrong drums. Yeah, none of those are gonna work, chat. Okay, RSW not in database. I'm gonna WASM crash that if I keep screwing this up. Alright, we're gonna go Yankee. No star via Nabac. Execute. And let's go direct to Nabac. Alright, now we got to get rid of Amoki for some reason. Alright. There we go. So we're going direct to Nabac for the RNAV 24 minus the final approach fix. So there does appear to be some nav data issue with this airplane, and I looked. This is not just in the cargo version, because I looked in the Navigraph app, and it didn't have an option to change the Navigraph data for this, but the date in the FMS is way off too. So something's going on there. Something is going on. Cruising back. We should probably put you back into cruise power. You can see our speed decay. Not much we could do about that. Andre Henry, what's going on, man? Welcome in, dude. Welcome to the ATR Freight Night, my friend. How you doing? VOR TACAN. TACAN is for military. I was an MCT Zippy. The reason being is max continuous thrust does not have a limit because it is max continuous. It's Friday power, Zippy. Friday power. Something you angry ridges don't have to worry about. But us freight dogs, we know about Friday power. Ryanair 738 Seattle to Dublin ferry flight? Good night. On a 737? I think I'd rather swim. But I guess if there's nobody on the airplane. What's the double Toga on the 7.3 Zippy? Is that like extra power? Or like max power? Something like that? Kind of surprised Florida's not online. Orlando approach is on. Rather take the Titanic. We're getting there. We only got time for one more song, so we need a good one. We don't need any of this nonsense. We need... this one. Peak ATR. What is Emerald Air Lingus like to work for? I'm not sure. I guess you're maybe talking to Kevin. Hey son, oh, that is a good song. That's our 74-8 though, Zippy. Zippy, we have established a new official ATR soundtrack. Do an engine out landing? Man, I'm just trying to learn this how to land with 2 engines right now. Don't even get me started on the single engine stuff. My phone's about to die. Not good. 2%. Hold on, Chad. I gotta plug my phone in. Kevin has control. All right. Get close. There's Naples. I believe that's Naples off the left. Guys, remember, if you haven't already, hit down that like button for ATR operations. I would love to do some more ATR flying, perhaps in the middle of a busy event, to do just ATR and chill. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the like button. Almost at 200 likes, which is fantastic for another ATR stream. You guys are loving the ATR stuff. I love it too. Yeah, 400 viewers, Will, at, what is it, 6 p.m. on an ATR stream? You guys are fantastic. I think we're going to do one stream tomorrow, not sure what in yet, and then Friday, I'll probably take Friday off, maybe, or maybe I'll take tomorrow off, do one stream Friday before fishing. Saturday, we'll do Tour de Americas. I think that's the plan, to round out the week. About 12 miles top of descent. Let's go. Let's go to work. Song's about to end. Perfect timing. Great time to stream. I could watch while I eat dinner. Andy B, awesome, man. All right, TOD, fast approaching. We know the bug with when we scroll in the window might start descending unless we re-out. So I'm going to wait to TOD, then we're going to dial them in 3,000 feet. And we will go over to CTAF now. CTAF for KRSW is going to be 128.75. 128.75 for the CTAF. Fort Myers traffic, Mountain 357, type ATR-72. 14,000, 30 miles south of Fort Myers inbound for the RNAV-24. Traffic in the area, please advise. ATR is the best aircraft ever? Good night. Andre, yeah, we have multiple citizenships. This aircraft has multiple citizenships. That's all right. We're going to get Whiskey to make a Cush ATR livery for 2024. I'm still at work here at 15:56 Pacific Daylight Time. Joining late, nice plane you got there, Tyson. She's my new favorite, dude. ATR is the GOAT, dude. I love the ATR. There's something relaxing and fun. We were talking about it earlier. My next ATR stream, we're going to find some busy airspace, and we're just going to go in it with the ATR, slow and low. Just chill, and we'll just watch everybody go mayhem on the radios trying to figure out how to fly their fast jets. And we're just going to be chilling. That's the plan. There's our route of flight over there on the tracker. We've only got one. We've got the PC-12 has made it. I think we lost our other two aircraft at Key West. One guy's still on the ground. A DC-3? That's pretty sick. There's a DC-3 on the ground at Key West right now. We definitely had some traffic on the way down. There's a FedEx taking off of Fort Myers right now. FedEx 1266. He's not on CTAF. Naughty boy. All right, TOD, down we go. We'll do a 220. IAS hold. Dial in 3,000. Dive and drive. 3,000 is set. Seatbelt sign doesn't matter, but it's on. That might be a little bit too aggressive there. Let's go and get a little bit more power in. Fort Myers is spotted at 11 o'clock. PC-12 almost passed us. How far from destination? Very soon. If you click on the flight tracker link there, that's a pinned message. You can see all of our progress. Not long now, man. Just a few minutes. There's the airport. There's a VATSIM event on Saturday, Bills Mafia says. Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, done. Bills Mafia. We're taking, we're going to take the 42 in Piedmont colors. And we're going to fly pretend we're Dash 8. We're going to pretend we're the Crash 8 200 or whatever. Yes, yes. We're going to do LaGuardia. I don't want to do 2 legs, though, or do I? I just want to kind of cruise through. So I want to do maybe like LaGuardia, Boston. Or maybe we should go Boston to LaGuardia. Or Portland, Maine to LaGuardia. Fly right into the heat of it. 200 knots. Say less, let me know the time and I'll join y'all. What time does that event start, Bills Mafia? Have I ever flown to the Philippines? No, I haven't. I've not flown to the Philippines. Here comes 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. We're not going to try to taxi takeoff light on because that thing is bright. Is it super bright over here? Let's see. Yeah, it's not too humid over here, so we can actually run that. All right, but I think that's after gear down, right? So we'll do with that. All right, field elevation is 0. FWS recalled. Here we go. FMS nav perf. That all looks good. It's in auto. Arrival briefing's complete. We're going to be visual approach. Approach checklist, seatbelts, lights, altimeters, cabin altitude. Let's do a Magic Bear Ref update while we're at it. Magic Bear Ref has been updated. No active procedures. Really mess things all mess things up coming on a Vision Jet? Yes. Yeah, Will, you should do it, man. I'll tell you what, I'm tired of flying approaches. Let's go heading mode. Heading mode selected. Let's fly direct to the field. Let's just join midfield downwind. 4 miles traffic, mountain 357 out of 9,100 feet, descending to join midfield left downwind for runway 24, 4 miles traffic. We're just going to fly our own downwind, chat. We're going to go right to the airport here. We're going to fly way out here on an approach. What are we doing? Saying an Airbus? Does the ATR have an auto throttle? No, it doesn't. It does not. Now, I would attempt to cycle the box here and all this fun stuff. But I don't want to WASM crash it. So we're just going to leave it. And I will put the nav data, no, not nav, heading mode. Heading hold, please. I'm going to switch this to VLOC 1. I'm going to give myself a rough course line here, so I know what the runway is. So one runway reference line right there. 4 for 3 checks. We gotta head inbound a little bit. Let me get flight recorder ready. Sounds are coming all the way up. Flight recorder is ready. All I gotta do is activate it. So I don't need that other bearing pointer. Let's open that. Which one is that? Get rid of that. Gotta kind of do a little bit of a dance here to get closer towards the center point of the airport. And 4 miles traffic, mountain 357, 3,000 feet, 10 miles south inbound for the left downwind 24. This goes over at gear down, I believe, right? So we'll just go back to cruise. At gear down, we do the power management over. Let's hand fly the whole thing. Autopilot's coming off. I'm gonna hide the yoke. You're going over vertical cam. You're going over to this cam. We're set up. Runway's in sight. Power's coming back. Nose is coming down. Flight director's coming off. I don't know how to clear the FMA. I don't know if that's a special technique that the ATR guys use. I'm not sure. FD to standby. Aha. Thank you. All right, let's kind of make our inverted turn now to join the downwind. 110-degree angle turn here. 4 miles traffic, mountain 357. Turn in left, or join in the left downwind for 24 now out of 2,000 feet, 4 miles traffic. We'll descend down to about 1,500. Flaps 15. Keep it tight here. I love flying at Fort Myers at night, man. Sometimes I say keep your base turn tight. Number 1. Just cleared short approach 2-4. I've actually done a short approach of the Airbus to 2-4. Should be a walk in the park, Kazansky. I'll get recording on so we can watch the whole replay. Recording is on. Recording is on. Fort Myers traffic, Mount 357 is base leg 24. Alright, gear down, power management to TO. Flaps 30. If it is indeed 30. Haha, terrain on ND. No. You're funny. Oh wow, we overshot that by a mile. Fort Myers traffic, Mountain 357, turn to final 24, Fort Myers. That was very poor. That was like a Canadian turn right there,
Fort
right?
Myers
Canadian?
traffic, career track, 6-9er uniform, about 30 to the south, inbound RNAV Zulu, runway 24 from Toronto.
Career track,
Fort
flying
Myers.
us around. This is where VR shines. Yeah, I can imagine, Will. Being able to see that turn. I can imagine.
Fort Myers traffic. Pilatus 58 Charlie. Descending to 7,000, direct Omoki. To the final for runway 24.
Hey, at least he has a Moki in
Fort
his
Myers.
box. Our Moki was like 5,000 miles away or something. Well, crosswind here from the left. It didn't help our overshoot. Yeah, Canadian. I was just showing them how you do your traffic patterns up there in Canada. That's why I wanted to overshoot. Show the chat how you fly. I'm in your King Air.
500.
What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Look at the run. So that might have been a scenery thing. The runway lights, at least from this far out, look way better on this vertical sim Fort Myers than the Key West scenery we had. Now, to be honest, this is my first time landing Fort Myers at night here with the new vertical sim. This looks awesome. We're going to float it.
200.
So we're going to float this intentionally because we want to get down off the right-hand side down there at the south cargo or west cargo.
100.
We want to float it all the way down. Long landing approved. Long landing approved.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh, baby. Alpha 6. We'll take it. Fort Myers traffic, Mount 357 clearing, runway 24 at Alpha 6. Pretty close to 5 degrees. Yeah, we got a little tight. That's all right. We've got the replay to check it out. Man, should we just go to the Western? Let's go to the Western Global ramp. Let's go park over here on Western Global. Fort Myers traffic, Mount 357. We're taxiing to the Western Global ramp. Clear of all active runways. Fort Myers traffic. All right, we're clear. Flaps are coming up. Strobes coming off. Wing lights coming off. All right, we're not going to shut down because I want to see the replay, so we're going to stop the recording right there.
Fort Myers traffic south
park next to one of these.
897, descending through 6,300 feet on the RNAV.
Idle at 20, this ain't a 320.
Approach, 5 miles from Sierra Company.
Yep, this is Pirazobo, Oscar. Thomas Wilk, how's it going, buddy?
Fort Myers traffic. Pilatus 5-8 Charlie, turn it final at
Pilatus. Let's do a little tour of the
Mile.
Western Global fleet here. I want to park like in there. How do we park in there? Maybe we should go, I tell you what, let's just go park over here where the ramp is lit up. Let's not take out that beautiful MD-11. We did a contract trip for Western Global tonight. Vertical Sim Fort Myers showing out though, I tell you what. Oh, you know what? I think we can get in there. Should have totally parked in there. Captain G, good to see you, buddy. You walked up to this fence? We'll leave room for the PC-12 coming in. All right, parks set. Engineers on stand to check the tail skid. No, we didn't have a tail strike, did we? All right, let's check our landing rate here first. So we're gonna end the flight. I'm gonna show y'all on the. If you don't believe me, we're ending the flight over on the tracker broadcast. Let's see how we did. We'll review the flight. Landing rate.
Fort Myers traffic.
54.
5-8 Charlie, short final runway 24.
54 feet
Fort
per
Myers.
minute at 1G. Chat. 54 at
Fort Myers
1G.
traffic Delta 8997 passing over drum on
Where's this PC-12
Zulu
at?
24, Fort Myers.
Oh my gosh, he's so low. Oh no, there he is. I thought I was looking at a light. Here comes that PC-12. How do we turn down the like blurriness of the lights, like the focus? Is there like autofocus and drone cam? Blinded by the lights. Chat, we might be moving because my drone cam is moving. PC-12 is down. You're supposed to land on the center line. Not between the center line and the edge lights. That's all right. It's freight. We're good. Yep, chat, we're rolling. All right, we're good. We're going into parking anyway. All right. I've been kissed harder than 51 feet per minute. Let's disconnect. Let's take the replay and let's get out of here because I want to see that. I'm ready to go home. Oops, wrong screen. Here we go, chat. Replay's coming up. Let's see. What's clicking? Lights? No, that's lights. That's there. Parking brake needs to come off. Gears coming down. See, from here, that looks amazing. I'm going to give you guys the full replay to watch, so I'm going to zoom this forward here. Have a good night, Kevin. Well, how would you rate my landing as a non-ATR pilot? What do we say? Would we have survived? You trust me? All right, here we go. We're going to watch one from outside view, and then I'm going away. I will check the end, JJ. I will check the end. Holding it off for the float. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Ooh. Chat, check the tail skid. Hold on. Did we? No, we didn't. We'll go slow boat. Let's do half speed replay. That was close. Let me brighten it up a little bit. just to verify. Ooh, nah, we're good. We're good. All right. Night approach. Sails coming on. You can watch the whole thing. Let's go full speed replay all the way back. That's it. We're cooked. I'm done. All right, y'all. It's been fun. 54 feet per minute tied on the tail, but we didn't hit the tail. So that's all that matters. We landed over there, parked over at Western Global. It's been a great night. I love this airplane. If you do too, let me know by hitting the like button so we can fly it more. If we get a certain number of likes, we may fly this puppy right into the heart of the event on Saturday. Should be a fun one. So you guys have been an awesome crowd. A couple of good streams today. I've had fun. I hope you've had fun watching some new stuff we haven't been flying in a while. So I'm going to head out. VFD, thanks for flying along. Default scenery might be a little off. Yeah, sure. Is that why you corrected to the center line after you landed? I see you. VFD. I see you. All right, man. Y'all take care. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. See yous in chat. MD80 next. Oof. Oscar, maybe. All right. We'll see y'all. Boop.